can see, and they'll be calling you radical. Let's see if we can shade out of the sun a little bit. That's a kingfisher. It's a big one, huge one. Biggest one I've seen in Utah in a long time here at Glassman Pond. So let's talk about Fukushima. And they got another psycho insane PM. How did that happen? Kano was ahead by 10 points in the polls, 20 in August, and loses the Okefenokee. So the far radical right party in Japan has held power now 11 years. They still got it. Now there's an election inside their 3 houses on the 31st. But how did Kano lose? I don't know, but this guy's psycho. Says he's going to refire up all the nuclear reactors. Says we cannot delay dumping the water. What do you mean delay dumping the water? They've been dumping the entire time. It's like kind of when we... Here you can see. Here it comes. Oh, how huge. God, what a beauty, huh? It's the biggest one I've seen in a long, long time. I got a video of another one over at the Weber State Pond when I was doing a video. I could hear him. Magpies aren't native here. Kingfisher are. Look at him chasing. Why do you think he's chasing him? Isn't that interesting? Look at him chasing. Why? He'll never get him, but is he going after some nesting birds? That's very interesting, isn't it? He's not going to let it go, is he? He's going to fight him. Now, birds will chase other birds when they're going after their nests, but this time of year, I don't think so. That's very interesting. That's about as big as one I've seen ever. Well, they're native here. They're rare anymore, really rare. So, Psycho, oh God, there. I mean, we go from Abi, what a saga. This guy's nuts. Says we're going to delay. We can't delay. What do you mean can't delay? They've been dumping the entire time. Oh, so it's just a coincidence. God, he is a beauty. He's huge. Oh, he is a gem, man. Wow, what a flyer. What a flyer. Are you kidding? Nice. He is a gem, man. I'm a big bird watcher. I'm a tree guy. Anything environmental. Dumping into the ocean, huh? I've been dumping the whole time. Oh, it's just coincidence the tide pools are dead. Just coincidence the salmon collapse over 90%. It's all coincidence. No, it's not. I was just headed over to get some work done. I do a lot of work on Sundays. I like to get it done for the audiences in Europe. You know, it's like Weber State keeps losing these heartbreakers, and I'm like, I did an interview this morning. I'm like, what do you expect? They got no respect. They have no respect. Of course they got bad karma on them. Ask Trevon Smith. Ask Wat Masaka. Ask Fama K. Brody. Ask Kevin D. Blanche. Send off the kid. I got a dump, huh? Okay. Go along with the fairy tale. The frogs have been boiled nicely. They've been dumping the whole time. If they really caught the water in the tanks, they'd have to have tanks would cover the entire island, and they'd have to jump over and cover most of mainland, or the Russia Peninsula, over to the Bering Sea. You can see Russia from Alaska. Oh yeah, 2.4 miles away in one spot. What a gem that guy is. What a beauty. They're one of my all-time favorite birds. He's something, man. Got a good show from him, huh? Not many fish. Glassman Pond's right over there, but this was all Glassman Pond. When I was dying of cancer right here, I was in here visiting a friend. He was sick this morning. Had open heart surgery like me. I was given 2 months to live in that room right there 10 years ago. I remember when they did my PET scan. Put yourself in your happy place, Kevin Blanche. I says, I am in my happy place. Right here, Glassman Pond. This place was so spiritual and hallowed. I grew up here. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. It was breathtaking. I mean, it was really hallowed. You used to get this vibe in here. You'd come in here. Oh, and this place was spiritual, boy. Hanging on by a thread, the ecology is. Let's keep it going. Is it still running, the camera? What a show he just put on. He's a beast. He's a big one. It's the biggest one I've seen in a long, long time. I know there's still a few fish in Glassman right over there. Very few. But he's obviously alive, and that's what they live on. Interesting, that magpie chasing it, right? They're from Australia. There were bounties on them when I was a kid. John Weber said this Weber County, he named after something rotten in the New Denmark, said there was more songbirds and more birds here than any place he'd ever been. Who's the savages? Jedediah Smith and Jim Bridger said the same thing about the fur when they were leading the French. Est-ce que vous parlez français? To get the fur. Who's the savages? Wasatch. That means hide. That's French. The last of the Mohicans. Oh, they've been fighting over this ground for a long time. The Spanish invaders. All the European royalty invaders, all different ethnicities have been battled. The Russian River. Been battling over this ground for freaking centuries. You need to learn to speak American. Americans full Spoochie never spoke the Queen's English. He spoke Italiano and Spanish. I'm not a ivory-billed woodpecker. I'm not even a carrier pigeon. Oh no, I'm a coelacanth. We're not extinct. They just think we are. It's gonna give us another show. We got a show from it. We seen it. So they're gonna dump the water, huh? They're dumping the whole time. The sheep believe. They believe whatever gets put out. And alternative media ended up being worse than mainstream media. Where do we go from here? Shadow banning on Balco. The truth matters. Kevin Blanche doing all the nuclear. The most historic PhD in human history. What a journey, huh? While full of AML leukemia. Given 2 months to live right there in that room 10 years ago. Whoa. Spill me open, pour me out. I was funny after the game Friday night. I walk up and there's a kid standing by the fence. He's got his Metallica shirt on, young guy. I said, you know Metallica played on this field on a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. No. I said, yeah, 1998. And it rained a little bit. And so they walked off and everybody thought they left. So everybody cleared out of the stadium. And there was very few, and they came back and they played an encore for over an hour. Then they left for a while and came back and played one last. They played their death song. Well, has it been downhill ever since? Why does Weber State keep losing? What's the bad luck there? No respect. No respect for the moose. No respect for the birds. No respect for the real. I mean, think about it. Fama K. Brody, you don't even mention her name. Just the greatest historian in history, Weber State. How about Trevon Smith? Greatest football player in the history of the school by far. No one even comes close. They retire McBride, who he played for. Don't even mention his name. How about Wat Masaka, first player of color in the history of the NBA? Born and raised right on 25th Street in Ogden. These are all that I'm speaking of are natives here. What about Kevin Blanche? Talk about disrespect. I'm on my original MBA back. I had the first MBA. You know, what they've done. Huh? He's resting. I wish I had a better camera. I mean, I got a good camera. Just zooming in, when I try that, I always mess it up. On location, doing all the dirty work. Sending off your kid. The mega epic drought. There's two guys that saying Salt Lake Tribune this morning. I always loved the Great Salt Lake and the birds, so he went out and paddled around the whole edge of the lake and documented it after it happened. After. I got news. A guy named Kevin Blanch documented it as it happened. Look at my spiral jetty videos. I mean, how many videos I've done out on that lake. It was at perfect levels in 2012. I skied right there at Basin on 4th of July in 2010. Oh, it flooded here. We had major floods. I have videos to prove it in 2011. This acute radical catastrophe. The coincidence decade. He's a big one. I never use the word extinction. I use the word genocide. First they came for the buffalo. I won't stop there. Why would they stop at the sea? It ain't over. As they say in the movies, it's getting awful late. Stay tuned.